I would now like to ask Dr. Schenk to come forward and to lead the next program of this part of the event, the recognition of special academic achievements.
Thank you, Dr. Dinius. So before we hand out the diplomas, as Dr. Dinius said, I have the pleasure of recognizing the graduates who've excelled in language learning and presenting awards to those who've written the best senior theses and to those who've excelled in academic excellence and public service. It's been a privilege to work with these talented and inquisitive students and a joy to see them grow from high school seniors to college graduates. Now, Dr. Dinius mentioned that all of the Croft scholars are graduating this year, and I think one of the reasons is I missed your interviews. So I had no hand in selecting you, because my daughter was born that very week, and so I've seen her grow from an infant to a 4-year-old, and you guys from freshmen to seniors. A little bit of parallel there. So first, let's do the language awards. As you know, foreign language is a cornerstone of our curriculum here at the Croft Institute, and we have our students study their chosen language every semester that they're in the program. And we also have them study abroad for at least a semester in a country where that language is spoken. And because we have them take all these language classes and study abroad, we want them to achieve a high level of proficiency in the language. And to test that, we have them take the American Council of Teachers of Foreign Languages oral proficiency interview, a 30-minute phone conversation in the language that they're being tested in that covers culture, current events, and role plays of stressful situations. Imagine that you borrowed your friend's car and you get in an accident and have to call him and tell him what happened in Chinese. That's the kind of thing that our students are being tested on. And the students who receive the highest ratings on the ACTFL scale are able to talk at a professional level about unfamiliar topics in well-organized discourse at the paragraph level and above. This year, we have 9 students whose scores on the oral proficiency interview exceeded the standards set by the Croft faculty. So I'm going to call them out now so we can recognize them, and they'll also receive a special gift in their Croft diploma. So as I read out your name, please stand and then hold your applause until I've read all the names. So first, we have Madeline Ackhill, who exceeded our expectations in both Chinese and Spanish. We have Connor Clark, Chinese, James DeMarshall in Chinese, Grant DePoyster, Chinese, Brandon Lynham, Chinese, Liz Newsom, you guessed it, Chinese. But then we also have Kylan Tui in Korean, Alex Waddell in Spanish, and Chase Young in Arabic. Congratulations. The first award we'd like to recognize is the Gerald M. Abdallah Prize. This was given to its recipient at awards night a few weeks ago, but we have a medal that we'll give today. The Croft Institute first awarded this prize 7 years ago. It's named for Gerald M. Abdallah, chairman of the Joseph C. Bancroft Educational and Charitable Fund and CEO of Croft LLC. The prize recognizes a student who has maintained the highest grade point average while completing the International Studies major. This year, the prize was awarded to Kayla Cardamone, who maintained a perfect GPA, which means she received an A in every single class she took here and in France. Kayla, please come forward. All right. Next, we have our senior thesis prizes. The senior thesis prizes, along with the Bancroft Award, are the oldest honors given by the Croft Institute. Each award carries with it a monetary prize, and the recipients' names are added to the plaques that hang up on the third floor of the Croft building. Before we get to those students, I want to congratulate you all on finishing your thesis. I know the best part is you'll never get an email from me again with the subject, "Where is your draft?" And for all of you, having worked with these students from the beginning of the senior thesis process, I can tell you how hard they have worked. So we're going to recognize the 4 students who wrote the best theses in our 4 regional areas, and the student who wrote the best thesis with the strongest social science methodology. This is the successor to the category that we used to call interregional. So when I call each award winner's name, I ask him or her to please come up to be congratulated by me and Dr. Linus. Also, if the student's mentor is here, please come and join us for the photo. Okay. The first prize goes to the student who wrote the best thesis on an East Asian topic. This very impressive thesis is based on quite an extensive literature review, as the committee member wrote, and contains all the elements we would like to see in an interdisciplinary research project. It displays strong knowledge of contemporary Chinese society and uses explicit and appropriate methods to perform quantitative analysis. The prize goes to James DeMarshall for his thesis, The Donor. The prize for the best thesis on a European topic comes next. A committee member wrote that this thesis has much to recommend it. The intellectual sophistication on display here rivals an advanced graduate student. It employs almost 100 foreign language sources, making it a model for what we expect to emerge from Croft's intensive language requirements. The winner is Stephen Wild, who wrote Refugees Welcome, a discursive analysis of German Willkommens culture in crisis under the direction of Joshua Kurtz. The third prize is for the best thesis on a Latin American topic. A committee member commented that this thesis makes a number of significant contributions to the existing scholarship and could be a cornerstone for future publication. The prize goes to Madeline Ackhill, who drew on her fluency in Chinese and Spanish to write a thesis on Argentina's contemporary multiculturalism and its implications for Chinese identity in Buenos Aires, under the direction of Marcos Mendoza. The next prize is for the best thesis on a Middle Eastern topic. A committee member writes that this student was single-minded and focused. He lived and breathed his thesis. A full draft in January wasn't the end of the project. 2 drafts later, he has something he can be really proud of. The winner is Andrew Zuzak for his thesis, 9/11 and the American-Saudi Alliance, a pragmatic relationship between 2 unlikely partners, written under the direction of Dr. final prize for a senior thesis is the Terasawa Prize, named for Dr. Katsuaki Terasawa, the Associate Director of the Croft Institute from 1998 until his retirement in 2005. Dr. Terasawa is a respected economist, and while he was at Croft, he was a much beloved teacher. This prize goes to the best overall thesis, and this year, the winner is also the best thesis with a strong social science methodology. The prize committee wrote that the student demonstrated command over various literatures that have very different conceptual frameworks and employed very sophisticated statistical techniques, revealing a clear knowledge of their purpose and limitation. The prize goes to Alex Martin for her thesis, Women Empowerment Externalities of the 2004 Moroccan Mudawana Reform, Intra-Family Bargaining and Children's Educational Attainment. She also gets Our final award is the Bancroft Award for Outstanding Academic and Public Service Achievement, named for Joseph C. Bancroft, the man whose generous gift made the Croft Institute possible. It is given to a student who combines an outstanding record in public service with academic excellence. This year's recipient clearly meets these criteria. The student has done extremely well academically, exceeded our expectations on the OPI, and has served as a Croft Senator, Global Ambassador, and in several positions for the UM Residential Housing Association. He helped launch Rebel Global Connections, a student organization that reaches out to elementary students around Mississippi to teach them about other cultures from around the world, showing them opportunities that the world has to offer while encouraging them to pursue higher education. He has also worked extensively with the Chinese flagship program and has held several leadership positions with the Air Force ROTC. The winner of this year's Bancroft Award for Outstanding Academic and Public Service is Connor Clark. Thank you, and congratulations to all of our award winners.